All right, let's talk about the collagen science. There's actually just one question that's kind of covered in here, but it's a big question, and it's, does collagen help? That's a simple answer, right? So, but really, like, I wish that that was the question that I was answered. I wish that was the way that people thought about supplements, collagen in particular, right? Because the real question that I get is, why would you say that collagen isn't as magical as everyone else on the internet selling me collagen is leading me to believe? Because that's really what people say to me. Like, why aren't you like completely addicted to this stuff and telling me that it's going to cure everything, right? So we talk about the hype of supplements and wellness products quite a bit. So is collagen hype at the end of the day? And I've already hinted that I don't think that. I say stuff like collagen is the main structural protein. And then you start to make those direct connections. You say, well, if it's a structural protein, more collagen in the diet, boom, I'm going to have this luscious hair and Wolverine fingernails. And the skincare industry certainly sells that. It's collagen is this miracle ingredient for anti-aging and for skin. And there's this whole anti-aging community, consumers and influencers alike, that say that collagen is one of those fountain of youth products. And so the notion of anti-aging is just really, really funny to me. Like, aren't we all anti-aging? Do you want to age, right? I've already had my midlife crisis. So am I officially anti-aging? Like, now am I anti-aging? I've had 4 midlife crises, I think, over the past couple of years. So I think I'm a grand wizard in this community. Like, who the heck is pro-aging? It reminds me of, like, during the pandemic, we had, like a billion people we've immunized. I think we've given 70,000 doses we've given. So like 50,000 people are like, I'm not a fan of needles. Yeah, dude, you're 12. And if you were, that'd be a real problem, right? So, we should be doing something more about that than getting a vaccine, right? But personally, yes, I'm anti-aging. I don't consider myself as a member of the anti-aging community because I think I'm smarter than that. Because I'm not anti-aging just blanketly, right? I wasn't very hot at 6. So I don't want my aging to go back to then. I want to like whatever age, like 25, where I was like in the best shape and I wasn't a minor. I think that's the best. So I'm the leader of that anti-aging community. Does collagen work? No. It doesn't work. No, of course it works. It's not magical, though. That's what we want to know. Of course, it's not a fountain of youth product. That's insane, right? It's even more dramatic than that, though, about collagen not being magical. Collagen isn't special. It's just a protein. At the end of the day, it's an amino acid blend. That's what it is. An amino acid is an amino acid. And the wellness industry sells us this myth that when we swallow collagen, we absorb collagen. And then your body goes, oh, snap, look at all that collagen. Let's put it directly on this dude's scalp so that way he doesn't have to go get a transplant and do a whole podcast episode about it, right? It's not the case. When we absorb a protein, and most macronutrients as well, we break them down into smaller and smaller components. And those components, in this case amino acids, they look no different of the components from any other similar protein source. So your body doesn't tag them as like collagen derived. It says, it's not like, oh, that's the bean amino acids and that's the Big Mac amino acids. Oh, those are the collagen ones. Use those for the lips, right? That's not how it works. The influx of raw materials then goes into storage, a warehouse. And then your body says it's time to make collagen and it pulls from the warehouse and it decides, if it wants to use it, right? But, taking collagen doesn't make your body want to or be able to make more collagen, at least no more than eating any other healthy proteins would. And while it's great to get exposed to those specific amino acids in those specific doses, at the end of the day, it's just a protein. And so there's no data right now that says collagen helps your hair, skin, and nail health or beauty over eating healthy or meeting other protein goals. That doesn't mean that collagen doesn't have lots of benefits. So collagen in my eyes is not that special, but it's kind of special. And this is probably COVID talking and that broke my brain or something like that. I don't know. But collagen is my choice for protein, which is one of my vital 5 nutrients. And that says a lot, right? So why do I love collagen? Well, it's very simple. The first reason is that it's a protein. And as someone who counsels people on a regular basis about nutrition, we stink at meeting protein goals. And, there's this rhetoric that American diets are rich in protein, and a lot of people are, but there's a ton of people that aren't even aware of the goal or hitting the goal. So extra protein from collagen or otherwise is great. So meet those goals. And the second reason I love collagen is because of our tummies. There's a kid's book, Everybody Poops. I think they need to change the title for 2023, which is Everybody Poops, or at least tries to. I love poop jokes. Most of us have messed up guts. And in my practice, that I found that a diet rich in collagen helps. Okay. So we had been talking about like collagen and, where it's found. It's a structural protein. And I kind of quickly said that it's found in the lining of the gut. And, what I also said just recently that when we absorb collagen, our body doesn't use the collagen. It breaks it down and that's it, right? So there's this influx of usable molecules right at the lining of the gut. And so they decide that they're going to skip over the warehouse logistics and start using the stuff because it's right there. And so that's kind of the current theory about how collagen is so beneficial to gut health. And I'm not kind of speculating here. I have lots and lots of experience with it because, like you, I've eaten chicken soup when my tummy hurts. And, Grammy helped us out with that. So, that if you have a gelatin or collagen-rich thing, it settles an upset stomach. It's a part of bone broths and soups are a part of healing during illness where everything's kind of inflamed and gross, especially, GI stuff. So I encourage collagen as a protein source, especially in people that have yuck gut, that bloating, digestion, irritation, inflammation of the gut. That's what I'm kind of promoting and pushing. And there's another subset of people that I talk to about collagen and why it's so beneficial, and that's patients undergoing chemo or radiation. So when they come to see me and they have problems, I'm not being nourished and I want to eat more because I know that's what's important here, I'll have to, check with their doctor, but I'll clear the collagen. I'll say, is it okay for this person to eat more bone broth and or take a collagen supplement? Of course, most of them are cool with it. And, my whole thing is the lining of the gut is the stuff that's the rapidly dividing cells that are being attacked by chemotherapy and radiation. So by just ingesting that, it settles the gut and allows them to eat more, which then will help them with their treatments and their condition. So I love collagen. Collagen is a superfood of sorts, right? And it's a superfood in the way that all superfoods become superfoods. They're just food. They're regular foods that we don't eat. We don't eat foods. We eat hyper-processed garbage most of the time. So when we do eat a superfood or a real food, it's super. And so collagen isn't magical, but because it's so rare in our diets, it certainly feels magical when we finally incorporate it into our wellness practices.